Hi, and welcome to the 10-Minute Book Talk, where 4 bestselling authors talk all things bookish with you for 10 short and sweet minutes. I'm Rachel Linden, and I'm joined by Marie Bostwick and Katherine Reay, and usually we're joined by Melissa Ferguson, but she is not with us today. And today we have a really fun and special holiday treat. We are going to be talking about It's a Wonderful Christmas, Classics Reimagined. It's a novella collection by 5 really wonderful author friends, and they're here to talk about their inspiration behind the book. So I am joined by, I'm looking at my list so I don't miss anyone, Julie Cantrell, Lynne Gentry, Allison Pittman, who is in an airport right now and has not been able to join us, Kelli Stuart, and Janyre Tromp. And so ladies, welcome. Thank you for being with us today.
Thank you for having us.
And we want to know, so you have written this novella collection, Holiday Classics, and can you each tell me who you are, what book, what movie your novella is based on, and then just give me a couple sentence description, each of you, of your novella and kind of basic plot. You know the drill. So let's start with Lynne.
I'm Lynne Gentry. I'm super excited to be here today. Thank you so much. My book in this wonderful book is called Miracle on Main Street, and it's based on Miracle on 34th Street. I grew up in a really small town, and those old chimey Christmas parades always fascinated me. And one year I was the queen of the parade. So I've just been taken by the parade and watched the Macy's Day Parade. And my story is based on, will Leona Harper be able to save the dying West Texas town of Mount Hope by reinvigorating the Christmas parade?
Oh, I love that. That sounds adorable. All right, Kelli.
All right, so I'm Kelli Stuart, and my story in this beautiful book is based on the play The Nutcracker. And typically my stories that I write, my books that I write, have a Russian flair or Soviet flair. So Tchaikovsky's The Nutcracker just seemed like a fun one to tackle. And but before I did that, I felt like I needed to read the book Nutcracker and the Mouse King. And I read it, and it was the weirdest book I've ever read, like super trippy. I was like, how do people read this book? Like, this guy must have been drinking the whole time he wrote it. So then I was sitting there thinking, like, what am I going to write about? But I just thought it was really interesting that in the book Nutcracker and the Mouse King, there's no mention of the Sugar Plum Fairy. Like, she's not a character. There's the Land of Sweets, but the Sugar Plum Fairy doesn't exist. And so in reading, I realized she was a figment of Tchaikovsky's imagination, and he really wrote her part for this beautiful instrument that he found called the celesta. So I thought, well, there's my angle. There's my question. Who was the Sugar Plum Fairy? Where did she come from? What happened to the Land of Sweets? And so it ended up being a fairy tale, and we discover who the Sugar Plum Fairy is and who that mystery man is that she dances with to Dance of the Sugar Plum Fairies.
Oh, so fun.
Also, what is a celesta?
I've never seen it, but it's described as sounding like, how did Tchaikovsky describe it? Like drops of water shooting from a fountain. And it's like this real celestial sounding. And it's the main instrument used in the Dance of the Sugar Plum Fairy.
Wow. Okay, I'm totally going to look that up. All right. Thank you. Okay, Janyre.
Hi, I'm Janyre Tromp, and my story in It's a Wonderful Christmas is called Lovely Life. And I took the classic Christmas movie, White Christmas, which is one of my favorite movies. And it was so intimidating. Can I just say I picked it and then I thought, what did I do? So one of my big things was I wanted to set it in a really cool place, because the White Christmas takes place in this beautiful hotel. And I was like, I've got to have the perfect setting for this. And of course it was COVID, so I couldn't go visit anywhere, right? So I live in Michigan, and I discovered there's a real life castle in northern Michigan that has a history of having musical concerts at the castle. No lie. This place is called Castle Farms, and it's up in Charlevoix, Michigan. So that's where I set my book. And it takes place in the Vietnam War era, because we have to have a veteran that comes back and he's going to lose his livelihood, right? So I set it Vietnam War era, and it's this guy who's trying to save his restaurant and inn, which is set in this beautiful castle. And to get the romance in, I made the character coming in to help him save it. She's a girl. So she comes in to rescue the castle for the main character. And they do this wonderful concert at the end. And it's a joyful ending, just like White Christmas has to be. And it was so much fun to write.
That's wonderful.
Well, that sounds so fun.
Oh.
Okay, Julie, tell us about yours.
And thanks to Janyre, now I'm hooked looking at real estate of castles for sale in Michigan. And there are some, y'all, you have to go look, it's amazing. It's really castles in Michigan, who knew? Yes, my story takes us a little lowbrow to National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation because I wanted to make people laugh. And I just remember watching that show with my kids when they were teenagers, and they would just laugh and laugh and laugh and laugh at the crazy scenes. It's just a classic, funny show. But really the reason I chose it is also because to me, I was trying to find a story that pulled together different people, all different kinds of people, the good, the bad, and the ugly, and showed that we can love one another anyway. And I feel like in recent years, we've all been so divided in this country that was just kind of the theme that I wanted to pull together. What happens when holidays are hard and holidays are hurtful and families are dealing with messes that we all deal with in life? And some people believe this and some people believe that politically, and some people worship this way and other people worship that way. And, we put us all together around a table for, 2 or 3 days a year, and what happens? That's kind of what I wanted to look at in this story, and how can we let love triumph over everything else? It's called a fun old-fashioned family Christmas because that's what Walt Griswold wanted to do. And that's what the main character in the story does. Yeah.
Oh, that sounds so fun. These all sound amazing.
So I'm so sorry. Go ahead.
Okay. Okay. Oh, no, I'm sorry. I thought, is it my turn?
No idea. It's you and me.
I loved this collection, and I was so fortunate to get to read an early copy, and I just adored it, and I adored it so much that yes, I wore my official Christmas bow just for this interview. But there's a very important question that everybody needs to know, which is, where can we get this delightful book? Because if you need a little merry and bright right this second, this is the place you can find it, inside A Wonderful Christmas. So where can we get it, guys?
Well, you can download it right now on Amazon, and you can get it in ebook, and you can get it in this beautiful paper copy too. And we really priced it very affordably. Really, it's $4.99 on Amazon, which is $1 a story. There's 5 stories in there, so that's cheaper than a cup of coffee.
Yeah, no. So the ebook is very affordable and a great little Christmas gift to give yourself. So
and then you could download the ebook for yourself and then get a hard copy for everyone. Excellent stocking stuffer, good Christmas gift under the tree. So Amazon is the place to go for
Amazon.
Wonderful Christmas.
Yes.
Okay, wonderful.
Now, before we let you go, though, I want to ask one question. You each gave us sort of the inspiration of your individual story, but how did the idea of this beautiful collection come together? So, how did 5 great writers come together to create this? And I bet I'm going to ask Julie or Janyre, right?
Julie will tell you the truth, so you can ask me.
I think we lost.
Oh, I think we're losing you, Janyre. We're losing you on your audio.
Oh,
now you're back.
I'm back. I was going to say, Julie won't tell you the truth, so I can tell you.
Okay, tell us the truth. Tell us the real thing.
She is so sweet. She is the one that brought us all together. So she is the one that reached out to everybody and was like, hey, we should do this great thing. And then we just kind of batted around ideas, and we came up with the idea of doing the Christmas movie, kind of a tribute to the Christmas movies, and because everybody loves Christmas movies.
When you picked the best of the Christmas movies, well done. I mean, you're fabulous. So I guess this is our time. And I want to thank you all so much for being with us. And viewers, thank you so much for spending 10 minutes with the 10-minute book talk. And please return every Wednesday. We launch videos on those days, and we love having you here. And as you can see, It's a Wonderful Christmas is on display, and we're rolling into Christmas time. So pick up that copy too. All right.
And happy launch day, Katherine.
Oh.